What's going on, everyone? Chris here, and today we are back for another Farming Sim 22 tutorial. And today we're going to be looking at field preparation. Today we are only going to be going over cultivating, plowing, and how to remove the stones from your field. We will not be going over fertilizing in today's video. That will be in another video. So if you're looking at how to try to figure out how to fertilize a field, then go to my channel and look for that, or you could search it on YouTube, and either my video or someone else's video will come up on showing you how to do that. But today we're going to look at how to, like I said, just pick up stones out of a field. As you can see, this field has some stones. How to cultivate and how to plow your field depending on what it needs. And another tip for you guys too while we're here, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you start the game, say on Elm Creek like we did here, this first farm area that you usually get or want to, if you're in Farm Manager, the one that you're going to want to pick up pretty quick is the one that actually has the farmyard on it, which is this one right here, 44, 45, and 46. This is field 44. It's owned by me. It has sugar beets on it, and it is not worth the initial investment to lease a sugar beet harvester, in my opinion. At the start of the game, it's better to use that money for some other things, so it's best just to either cultivate or plow these in depending on what your field needs. And as you can see, this one needs plowing, so we're going to plow this field. And then this field up here does not need plowing, so we're not going to worry about plowing this field. This field is cultivated already, so we don't have to do nothing but pick up stones on this. And on this one, we're going to plow it, and then I'll show you that you have to pick up stones on it as well. We're not going to do it again on both these fields. I'll show you the plowing first on this, and then we'll probably get a cultivator on it just to show you the cultivating. And you obviously don't have to plow and cultivate. You just have to do one or the other. So typically you would just plow your field, then plant it. But for the sake of this video, I'm probably just going to plow a little bit of it and then cultivate a little bit of it, and then we'll show you that. So first we're going to show you where to buy everything you're going to need at. Obviously you're going to need a tractor. We'll get into that in a minute. You're going to come to the tools category, and you're going to go right here where it says plows. There's a couple options here. You have a plow, a cultivator, a disc harrow, a power harrow, a subsoiler, and a spader. The plow, the subsoiler, and the spader are all types of plows. They will plow the field for you. And then the cultivator and the disc harrows are your cultivators for just cultivating a field if your field does not need plow, or if you don't want to buy a plow, you can just do that. My suggestion would be a subsoiler. They're pretty cheap and they do decent length. And the only thing with subsoilers is you cannot create a field with a subsoiler without a mod. So base game, you cannot create fields with subsoilers. That's the only reason that you would need to buy an actual plow, is if you want to create a field. These are the only ones that let you create a field. We'll go ahead and pick up a plow just to show you right here. 160 horse. This is a good plow to start with. This one is a little too small for my liking. And as you can see, if we go to combinations, it's going to show you what weights we're going to want for it. So we'll just pick up a weight while we're here. And again, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to lease everything. There's no need for me to buy it, just to save on some money. And we're going to go ahead and lease this. And then we will pick up a cultivator, so I can show you that as well. Again, we're just going to pick up one of these two. This one right here, either one of these will do for the tractor we're going to use. It's going to be about 175 horse. So you want to make sure that your horsepower for your tractor is always at or above the recommended for the implement. I usually like to go above, but if you can't, that's fine. Just make sure it's at least 160 horse in the case of this one. But for this one, it's 140, so it's a nice simple one. Again, just lease. And we will check our combinations on this to see what it recommends. 900 weight, we got in 1050, so that should be fine. And we're going to pick up disc harrow is the exact same as a cultivator as far as what it does for the field. It cultivates it in the game, at least, not in real life, obviously, in the game. So we're not going to pick up one of these because it is literally the exact same as a cultivator in this game. It just there's different sizes and different horsepower recommendations for them than there is for cultivators. Power harrow, the exact same, just a cultivator, prepares the field for the next sowing. I don't usually use power harrows, but if you guys want to use them, go for it. Subsoiler, probably one of my favorite things in the game. This one right here and this one right here are both really nice. This one is a little less horsepower demanding, and this one's a little more. And then there's some really nice ones here at the end. This one, the Culti plow, is usually one of my favorite base game plows to use, unless I'm trying to create a field. This is usually what I go with if I have bigger tractors. Since we're not starting with a bigger tractor, we're just going to go with the Kuhn one here. Go ahead and lease that as well. There's no combinations for that, so our weight we have on our other one will be fine. And then the spader is another form of basically a subsoiler. It can be used instead of a plow. We're not going to mess with these either. You can mess with it if you want, but they're not really needed for anything really right now. So yeah, there's that. And then you're going to need a stone picker to pick up the stones off your field. We'll just go with the cheap one here. They're all the same thing. They just different prices, different sizes. This is a 2.3 meter work width, the 3.8 meter, and this is a 2 meter. This is the smallest one. I'm sorry, that's not the working width. That is the amount of stones it can hold. This can hold 2.3 meters cubed of stone. This one can hold the most 3.8, and this one can hold the least. But it has the widest working width. This one has the medium, and this one's the smallest. This one's probably your best bet right here to go with. Kind of a balance of both. That's a best of both worlds thing. So we're just going to go ahead and lease it. And then I will get everything brought down to the field, and we'll be right back after that. All right, so while our AI workers are finishing up getting the rest of our equipment over here, as you can see one coming in there in the background, the Valmet coming on the subsoiler. We got the plow and the stone picker over here. So we're going to start off with showing you the plow. You're going to open this up, and if it's in this hauling position, you press X to unfold it, or if you're on console, it'll be whatever it says up there to unfold it and fold it. And then all you have to do is press V to lower the plow. And we'll make one pass here. And we'll get to the end here. As you can see, we get out. This no longer needs plowed. And then if you come over here, this still needs plowed. And then as you can see, you'll get some stones from plowing. So that's what the stone grabber will do. But now that we have our subsoiler over here, I will show you with the subsoiler. And we'll hit that up on the other side of the field. Try to create some space between these so I can show you. So come over here, all you have to do is lower, I'll change the camera, lower the subsoiler, or it's going to call it a cultivator, lift or lower cultivator. So once it's lowered, you're just going to go ahead and do exactly what we just did with the plow. And go ahead and get out, and look, as you can see, no more needs plowing. I think it's because I'm kind of close to that, but as you can see right here, no plowing. I think it's because I'm getting too close to this right here that it's registering. I'll show you on the map in a second, but let's just let this guy kind of go on the plowing while I show you with the other plow what you can do with the plow. Actually, I'm going to grab the cultivator, which is right here, so I can show you the cultivator really quick and what that does or doesn't do in this case. So it's going to be the same as the subsoiler. You're just going to lower it. Once we get, we'll go in the middle of the field for this one. You're just going to lower it. And we'll come up here, and as you can see, it still needs plowing everywhere because this does not count as plowing. The cultivator is a cultivator only. Subsoiler is a kind of a plow cultivator combo. It's like a cultivator, like it does the cultivator effect, which is going to kick up bigger stones, and it has the abilities of a plow, whereas the cultivator is just a cultivator, and the plow is just a plow, not a cultivator and plow. But you can still plant over a plowed field. It doesn't have to be cultivated to plant over it. So keep that in mind. If you have to plow a field, it's best just to plow the field, and then, like I said, just plant right over the plowed field. After you pick up the stones, obviously, if you want to pick up the stones. The stones only, they don't help with yield at all. They just help with wear and tear on your machines and your tractors. That way you don't have to pay all kinds of money in keeping your tractors maintained to keep them at full speed and the most fuel efficient they can be. So I'll show you on the map real quick. We come to the top here and you go to the filters, you scroll over and we'll go here, needs plowing. As you can see, the plowing is still bugged for me. If you're watching this video in the future, this should be patched by then, I would assume. We'll shut off weed so you can see. And then you can see right here, we are on field 44. You can see right here where it's fertilized because we plowed in a crop, so that gives us some fertilization. And then you can see right here where we went down the middle, that's where the cultivator went. It cultivated in, so you still get your fertilizer for cultivating in a plant that you didn't harvest. But you do not get the plowing. As you can see, the plowing still needs plowed. So yeah, that's that for the plowing and cultivating. And then I will show you with the stone picker how that works. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. What you can do is drive it over towards your field. I'll bring up the help menu again. Out of habit, I shut it off. You're going to press your lower button, which for PC is V. As you can see, it's the third one down, so whatever that is for you. If you want to make sure it's lowered, then you're just going to turn it on. Pretty simple. Yeah, you'll just drive back and forth and pick up your stones. If you don't want to, pick up your stones manually, you can put this on a hired worker because it is kind of hard to see the effect of where the stone picker was. If you just hire a worker, you can just let the worker go and he'll pick up all the stones for you. And then when the stone picker is full, I will show you where to take them to. So we'll just say we have a full load once he gets to the end. All right, we'll just imagine this is full. Obviously, don't drive over your crops in an actual playthrough. I'm going to send my AI worker down there, but you can drive down there manually yourself if you want. It is going to be on Elm Creek. It's going to be this one right here. Okay, just get out of the, so we can actually see. So it's going to be this one right here, debris crusher. That's where you're going to want to send your driver to if you want to send a guy there to it, or you can just drive it yourself if you're not lazy like me. So we'll just go ahead and set his destination to here like that. And then he'll go on his way after he folds that up and take him down there. Once he gets down there, I will show you guys how to do that. But while he does that, I'm going to show you guys how to create a field. You can only create a field unless you download the mod. If you're on PC, I think it's only on PC. The create fields with a cultivator pack, which allows you to create a field with anything. But if you do not have that, or if you don't want to use that, you can use a plow. And all you do is where it says allow create fields on the side, which is Y on PC. You click that, and then you're going to lower it. And then as you drive, you create a field. Just remember, wherever you drive, you're going to create a field. So, you know, if you want a neat field, try to keep it neat. Don't be wiggling around unless you want a weird looking field. And once you're done, you press the button again, and it will turn it off to where it's only limited to fields, which I'll show you here. It won't hit that little grass there because we didn't create a field with that, and it won't do anything here. But yeah, it's pretty simple, so it's a good way to make your fields bigger if you want bigger fields at the stone crusher. So I'll show you this really quick before we end the video. And this is going to be how you guys prepare your fields for planting or fertilizing in Farm Sim. So I hope that helped everyone. And yeah, we'll just unload this and then we'll end the video there. If you need help with any other parts of the game, leave a comment, let me know. Also check out my channel, and I may or may not have a video on what you're asking about. So, and if I don't have a video on it, let me know, and I could make a video on it. But yep, you just unload your stones here. And there you go, you made $11. You're not going to break the bank with selling stones, but it's a good way to just make a few bucks off of something that is good to do just to keep the maintenance of your vehicles in check. Obviously, you don't have to pick up the stones. Yeah, that's it. I will show you guys in another video how to maintain your tractors and how to fertilize your fields and how to plant your fields, how to harvest your fields, all that fun stuff. So make sure you check out my channel if you need help with anything else farming sim related. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.
Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all.